When we emerged into the ruins of Moscow, I felt both fear and sorrow. But after life underground, I also saw strange beauty in the dark skies and frozen landscape. So that's the dead city, grunted Bourbon. Welcome home, Artyom.
Be really careful now.
Alright, man.
And here we meet a happy citizen. Stalkers. Those crazy devils come to the surface almost every day, looking for scrap, ammo, anything they can dig up. Sometimes you find the dead ones frozen stiff, like snowmen in rags. Search the room carefully. We might find another cache here. They often make hideouts for themselves on the surface, just in case.
Speaking
so just
of...
take a careful look around, and we'll have no problems with spare filters and ammunition whatsoever.
Right. Speaking of finding caches, there's actually an achievement.
A filter. That will surely come in handy.
Yeah. That's,
Armor. Great. Thanks, friend. Ready? Let's go.
that basically wishes you to find all of the stashes in this particular area and the next area right after this, which is not true. You do not need to find all stashes, even though it says you do. The point of the matter is that you actually only need to find a certain number of stashes, and there are plenty everywhere. I believe this is a silenced version of the weapon that I had, so I'm going to switch that out. So I would rather have that silenced version. That will come in handy at some point, and that is a good reason why you don't have to buy that weapon at the store. It's just laying around. But there's a couple different stashes in here I always go to. This one technically would be a stash, but I've got too much air to pick up this this little filter here. And that's one thing that you'll learn, is that some of these filters you can pick up when you have 20 minutes of oxygen. And some of them you can only pick up when you have 5 minutes of oxygen, or even 2 minutes of oxygen. They're really strange like that. I don't know why the game designers made it like that, but for some reason they did. So, yeah. It's just something to be aware of when you're running out of air, is that you may not be able to pick up items that you actually need. But anyways, if you look right here, we've got a tripwire, so if you slide over that way, you'll miss this. But if you did hit that, you would get a face full of rebars. Not fun. Let's say hello to that guy. There's an extra mask here, but we don't really need one right now. Ours isn't too badly cracked. In any case, if you go over here and you look out that window, you actually get a moral point, but we don't want to do that, so I'm going to drop down right here, and then I don't have to go back that way, and I didn't take any damage. Really easy way to get down.
We've got to reach the air shaft, which we'll use to get to Tri Station. Then we go our separate ways, and you'll get my AK like I promised.
Couldn't you have just figured out if that was unlocked or something instead of kicking it open? You don't have to be all macho about it.
Hi, kid!
Aw, shit.
Stay hidden. If we meet the beast in the open, crawl into the nearest crevice. Some people call these demons. I call them bitches.
Yeah, those things are some pretty scary monsters to run into. Not something you want to fight. Go ahead and see what the idle animation for this is, since I'm sitting on it. Been waiting a while. Damn. Our tomb is good. Can flick those around like a champ.
So that's the dead city. Welcome home, Artyom. Jump! I'll catch you!
Alright, if you say so. Oh, you've lied. You ass.
That's what I call rotten luck.
Uh-huh. You said you would catch me. Are you gonna fall too? Ew.
Don't step in the puddles. You'll get irradiated and shit.
Well, that would suck.
See that gated building? The target is a vent in the backyard that leads to the gas station.
Okay.
I'll wait for you in the building. There's a ranger hideout on the other floor. Make it quick. Don't eat yellow snow.
Alright, cool, man.
Shit!
Uh-oh. Friggin' demons. They're everywhere. Alright. Go ahead and make our way into here. Check out some more stashes. Surprisingly, even a stash that only has 1 round is still considered a stash. Alright, let's see if we can take this guy out in one shot. Nice. Cool. Now you remember that 1 round stash? There it is. I suppose there is that helmet right there, but you don't necessarily need to get that. Hi there. Say hello to a bullet in the face. But yeah, I think I said this earlier, but there's an achievement called Ranger for trying to get all the stashes around here. But technically you don't need all the stashes. You only need a certain number of stashes. And if you get all the stashes that I normally get, then you get it before you get to the end of this level. The achievement. I never know what that whipping noise is. I have no idea what that's all about. But if you look carefully, you'll actually see some arrows on the ground leading over this way. This will sort of take you back to the first floor, but first it takes you to a stash. Now, the problem with this stash is that I'm going to get a moral point for finding this stash. In fact, 2 of the stashes around here I'm going to get a moral point for. As you can see, it flashed. But that shouldn't be much of a problem, since I will be doing a lot of immoral things to cover for that. I got 2 new guys out here. If you're quick enough, you can toss a grenade towards them. Wait for it to burn a little bit, and boom. Got one of them. This other one is a little bit fuzzier. It seems like the slightly fuzzier ones are a little bit stronger. I have no idea why fuzz makes them stronger. See, this one's kind of not got any fuzz, but he's not very strong. This one's got a little bit of fuzz, but not quite as much fuzz as this guy. So this guy made it through. I guess the more fuzz they have, the stronger they are. Anyway, as you can see, the screen's starting to blur, That means I'm making it down towards the bottom of this particular filter that I have on here. I'll let him switch it on his own, because right now I'm not in the middle of a battle. It's not a big deal. There you go. As you see, as soon as he switches it, the screen gets a whole lot less blurry. You'll notice that the screen is still a little bit blurry, and that is because filters that you pick up actually retain how much the filter has in it. So if you grabbed a 1-minute filter, you just popped in a 1-minute filter, which means it can be blurry almost immediately when you push it in there. So it's kind of interesting. I don't know how it works, how he chooses one or another, but it happens once in a while that you'll get a really short filter. There we go, we got a few more shotgun rounds. We're really piling up those shotgun rounds. If we check out over here, we can actually see a guy. Turn out his lights. Good night. We should have attracted a couple more of these. Stay in that hole, bastard. That is your new graveyard. If we head on in here, get a few more ball bearings, which are not going to be too helpful to us, because I'm not going to be using really any of the ball bearing guns. But if we head around this way, and we got another little stash over here. I think that's all he's got, is a couple of shotgun rounds. He's not the most wealthy guy in the neighborhood. This glitch seems to happen a lot. I think it's like every other game I have seen this glitch happen. I don't know what causes it exactly, because sometimes it doesn't happen. We open this. Nice little trash can full of arrows. Now this guy over here is not dead, so we can technically shoot him and prevent a little bit of a cutscene from happening, but wow, I guess that cutscene's not happening. For some reason he went right through me. That is that's completely fine with me, but normally when you don't shoot that guy, he'll jump on you and give you one of those knife cutscenes where you have to jab at him. Which, honestly, I do not care either way. If I get that cutscene or not, it doesn't really matter. It's actually a pretty common thing to see, I suppose. Anyway, grab those arrows. Oh no, I cannot stop death. I'm an immoral bastard who will not stop any death that you may experience. Don't you worry about that.